So it's late May, and late May to July is elderflower season, and every year John and I, we forage for elderflower, and we make elderflower cordial, and we do elderflower flitters, elderflower fritters, and anything else we can think of with elderflower. And I'd really like to have a go at elderflower champagne one year, but for now it's just elderflower cordial and fritters. So we thought you might like to come on a bit of a foraging expedition with us, and you know, if you fancy foraging, we'll show you what to look for and how to identify the elderflower, and also how to make cordial. So come along with us. A pair of scissors for trimming off any of your heads, or trimming the elderflower heads off of the tree. A basket or a container or a carrier bag of some variety to put your foraged or forested flower heads into. I like a basket because I like the country kind of feel, and I just take a cloth to put over the top of my basket just to protect my flower heads and to stop them dropping out or falling out of the basket. If you're at all worried about foraging and not really sure what to look for or what you're doing, and you just want a little bit of extra help, these are the two books that we recommend. The first one is by River Cottage, and it's the River Cottage Handbook. It's number 7, and it is Hedgerow by John Wright. Really love that one, and actually it's very compact and quite small, so you can take that out and about with you, you know, easily in your basket or your pocket if you've got a large pocket. But so yes, quite portable. The other book that we recommend is by Alice Fowler, and it's The Thrifty Forager, which is quite hard to say, and that's a bit of a bigger book. Both of them are good all-round books. We have both of them because we like both of them, and but the bigger Alice Fowler one is a bit too big to take out and about with you. But there we go, those are the two books that we recommend. So elderflowers are usually found in woodland areas and also in hedgerows. Sometimes they can be quite hard to find. Like here, right in front of us is an elderflower, but you won't see it until we go round to the other side. Here we go, it's up above us now. There's the elderflower, and you can just see the white flowers sticking out there, but that's quite high up, so we'll probably try to find some more, so we'll keep going on our walk. One of the things to remember when you're foraging is that you are following the country code, and you know, you're sticking to paths, and you've got permission from the landowner that you're foraging from, and that you're not trespassing. And also it's important to not harvest all from the same area, to harvest a little bit from from a different place to allow the growth on the bush or tree to carry on going, and just be kind to the tree. You also want to try and go for something that is sort of head height-ish, because anything kind of down below near the path, especially if you're near the road, it's subject to pollution, or you've got potential dogweed cocking up their legs, so just bear that in mind. So let's go and see if we can find some more elders. So we've just got more coming up here on the right hand side. When you know what you're looking for, they're quite easy to spot from a distance. We're really lucky that, or I'm really lucky that we've been doing this for years. We've been foraging for years, so we know exactly what we're looking for. And that, my lovelies, is your elderflower. This one's in not such a good condition, but what you're looking for is the flower that's really close together. It's really frizzy looking. It's got teeny tiny little flowers, very tiny little flowers. like so, and lots of them, all sort of really frizzy little clusters that you can see there. Beautiful day, look, nice blue skies. So beautiful day. So it's important when you're harvesting that you do save some flowers. Don't pick lots from the same plant or tree or bush, that you space your foraging out, and you only want to take for personal use. You don't want to be greedy and take too much. And also you need to leave some flowers on the bush, because otherwise you won't get the berries later in the year. So you won't be able to get anything with elderberries. No elderberry jam, no elderberry wine if you take all the flowers. So just bear that in mind. One of the other telltale signs of the elderflower, if you're really still unsure what you're looking for, is the smell. If you take the elderflower and give it a good smell, as long as your hay fever isn't too bad, it's got quite a nice sweet floral fragrance. And if you've ever had elderflower cordial before, it's got the telltale elderflower smell. So that is one surefire way of telling. Some elderflower though can smell a little bit like cat's wee. I'm not really sure why that is, so if you do smell it and it does smell a bit like cat's wee, then you're on the money and you've got your elderflower. So when I forage, I cut back to here so that the bush can continue to grow. So I cut there, and I've got quite a nice length of stalk or stem on my elderflower, and I can always cut this off back home, but it's really useful to leave it on, especially if you're making fritters, because you can dip the elderflower into the batter a lot easier. Oh, it's got that beautiful elderflower fragrance. I just love it. And also what you want to look for when you're harvesting is, this one's beautiful, the flowers are just coming out, it's on its way out into bloom rather than on its way over, so it's all yellow and white and pretty still, whereas one that's sort of got dried flowers or is going brown, you want to avoid. But just beautiful. So I'm going to pop that in my basket and collect one or two more from this bush before moving on.
La 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 la, oh oh oh, la 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 la. If every day is just a dream, then who would I wanna be? Today I think I'll be the queen, flying through a time machine. Oh my, discover what's deep inside. And everything I find, la 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 la, la la, oh oh oh, la 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 la, la la. If I woke up in a sky of blue, wondered what I ought to do, every second there's something so brand new, so happy I'm breaking through. Oh my, discover what's deep inside.
Do be careful though. If you look down below, you've got the elderflower there, and then just slightly down here you've got cow parsley, so just watch out that you're actually harvesting the right thing. So you want the big frizzy fluffy catwee or elderflower smelling heads like those, rather than the cow parsley or cowslip or wild onion. Okay, so we've got all the elderflowers that we need there in the basket. Don't they look beautiful? My little lovelies. And it smells absolutely divine. So we've got all of the flowers that we need for making cordial and fritters. So it's time to head back to the kitchen so we can start to make stuff. Don't like the look of those black clouds rolling in, so we better get a shifty on to get home before the storms open up. Blue skies peeking through there, dark clouds there. But yes, but it's late May and got my coats on and the wellies because we've had lots of rain. But sometimes when we go out foraging, it's beautiful, sunny and warm. But we only get a few like now because elderflowers are out until July time here. So we could just come back for more if we need it. It's kind of on our doorstep. There's lots of countryside around, and that's the beauty, that even like towns, we used to live in a town and we still foraged for elderflowers because there were a load round the back of the school. The school like had a hedge and it was all growing in the back of the school, side of the roads, but obviously you need to be a bit more careful of pollution if you're going to harvest near the side of the roads. But I think that's the beauty. Elderflower is everywhere, you've just got to look for it. So yeah. We're home, we just got caught in the rain, so a bit windswept and lovely, and now we're going to start making our elderflower cordial. So what you will need is your basket of elderflowers, and I'm doing about a litre and a half of cordial, so I need about 20 heads. Now all of the ingredients that you want will be over on the corresponding blog post. The link is below, so if you want all the ingredients and the exact quantities, then please go and check that out. I've got sugar, lemons, a knife, chopping board, a clean tea towel, a large spoon, a jug, a large pot, and some water courtesy of the sink. So what you need to do is you need to measure out, give or take roughly the amount of liquid that you want to make the cordial. So I want to make about a litre and a half of cordial, so I've got boiling water. I'm just going to measure it out in my jug, and then once I've measured all my water out, obviously I'll have to do another jug. Once I've measured the water out, I shall then put it into my big pot. This pan is just on the top of the oven for convenience. The oven isn't on and I don't need to boil it or anything. So I'm just using a really big pan so that I've got plenty of room. So I'm just adding my sugar to the pan. So I just want to add my boiling water to the sugar. See, that's just one jug. I need to do another, but then give it a stir. And then you want to leave the sugar to dissolve in the hot water. So I'm just going to do my other jug, my kettle. Okay, that will all dissolve nicely like it would in a cup of tea, but if you find that this sugar doesn't dissolve, then you can always heat the saucepan up if you need to. But otherwise, just leave it all to dissolve, and once it's dissolved, the water will go clear. In the meantime, we can start prepping our elderflower. Okay, so we've got our basket of elderflower. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just sort through some of the elderflowers and some of the really big ones like that. I mean, that's really big. I'm just going to put that aside for making fritters with later. So I'm just going to pop those in a bowl. Well, that's a really nice one. So depends on how many, if you're making fritters like us or whether you're just making cordial. And I can feel my hay fever. I'm probably going to sneeze in a moment. But yeah, so just sift through the ones that you want to keep for making fritters and the ones that you want to leave to make cordial. Just going to move my basket to one side. So now what you need to do is take your elderflowers, give them a good shake. Some of the flower heads may fall off, and that's fine. But you want to just shake them, and you may want to do that over a sink. But that's just to kind of get any dust or little bugs or anything that you don't want on the elderflower. So just give that a shake, and that's looking really pretty. And then you just want to cut off as much of the green as possible, because the green stalks do make the cordial quite bitter. So I've cut that much stalk off. So I'm just gonna move those to one side, and then just continue doing this with my flowers, just shaking them off, and then just cutting off the green. Okay, so you should have like a little pile of your stalks there. They can just go in your compost or whatever you do with your stalks, and then you're left with a big frizzy mass of just the flowers. I'll just pop that there, and it's all pretty much bug free. So now it's just a case of slicing up lemons, and you don't have to be too terribly precise with it. You just roughly cut up your lemons. So I'm just going to go back to my pot and make sure that, give it a good stir, make sure that my sugar has dissolved, which it pretty much has. I'm just sort of giving it that last little stir, just a few little bits there that the stirring has sorted out. And then it's a case of just bringing your elderflower and your lemon over. So obviously just be careful if your water's hot when you drop stuff in, it doesn't splash. So popping my lemons in, I just sort of gently squeeze my lemon a little bit as I'm putting it in, just so I get a little bit of lemon juice starting to come out. But you don't have to, I just quite like mine fairly citrusy, and it's the sugar and that mainly preserves this, but also the lemon. Some people do put citric acid in as well. I don't tend to, because I don't keep mine very long. I mean, it doesn't last massively ages anyway. And while the flowers are fresh, I like to just go regularly and pick them and make my own cordial. So then the lemons are in. We just want to pop the flowers in. And they're all going into the mix, like so. And then you just want to take your spoon again and just give it a stir. You want to make sure that you push the flowers down a little bit into the water. May have too many flowers for the amount of water, but that's fine. I'll just boil some more water, and I'll make some more cordial than I originally thought I was going to. So you want to make sure that your flowers are all coated by the water. So I'm just going to boil the kettle and add just a touch more water in there. Okay, so everything's all down and nice and touching now. So I'm just going to leave that. You can smell it's starting to smell beautiful already, and it's only just started. So what you want to do now is you want to get a clean tea towel. Don't use a saucepan lid. Use a clean tea towel and just cover over the pan. You don't want to use a saucepan lid because you want it to be able to breathe. You want it to stay clean, but you want it to be able to breathe. And now you're going to have to leave it for about 24 hours. You can stir it in between if you like, but just leave it to the side for 24 hours and we'll come back to it tomorrow. Okay, so now it's time for bottling our cordial. The cordial has been standing for 48 hours. I like to leave mine a bit longer so that it's a bit more intensely flavoured. But obviously you can only leave yours 24 hours if you don't like it too strong. So now it's bottling up time. So you'll need your bottles that you're going to bottle into. Mine have been freshly sterilised, and I suggest you do the same. I have got a bowl because I will be putting my bottle into there to catch any drips and mistakes. A sterilised funnel, which I should be popping in there, and a sterilised sieve, or you could use a muslin cloth. So, and I've also got a jug to scoop it out of my tub. So I shall be putting my elderflower through here, into here, and then as I say, the bowl is to catch any drips or anything. So let's get started. So we've got our lovely cordial ready to drink, and I've just got some labels that I'm just going to tie on so we know what it is, and perfect for making gifts or for keeping yourself.
Then who would I want to be today?
Okay, so it's fritter making time. So we've got the heads that we pulled aside from the cordial. It's evening now, and we picked these around lunchtime, so they are starting to wilt a bit, but they are absolutely fine. So I've got my heads, I've got a bowl of sugar, I've got a plate with some kitchen towel on there, I've got a bowl with my batter. It's just a pancake batter or a Yorkshire pudding batter, nothing fancy. And then on the top I've got some oil just heating up there. And all you do when you come to do it is you take your head of your flour, you hold the stalk, so you've left the stalk on for the fritters, you dip it all nicely in the batter, then you put it into the hot oil until it goes golden, you take it out, you just sort of shake it on the kitchen towel to soak up some of the oil, and then you dip it in the sugar. So we'll show you that when my oil's heated up and we start to do it.
Oh, 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 la 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 la, la la. If every day is just a dream, then who would I want to be? Today I think I'll be the queen, flying through a time machine. Oh, my, discover what's deep inside. Oh, my, loving everything I find. La 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 la, la la. Oh, 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 la 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 la, la la. If I woke up in a sky of blue, wondered what I ought to do. Every second there's something so brand new, so happy I'm breaking through. Oh, my, discover what's deep inside.
Okay, so that's what they sort of look like when they're done. They're prettier from the underside. So you can eat all this bit. You just don't eat the these big green stems and the stalk because they're not so nice or so good for you. So yeah, so you basically leave all the flowers in the fritter. So you just take off the green stalk. And there we go.